yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. First carry now for David Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw complete there to Smith. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this. Well, I can guarantee you there's just so much to combat. But I think they're going to zero in on taking away his top target. Double, triple him if they have to. Make the other guys rise up and try and beat them. They'll feel a whole lot better if those guys win in the routes instead of their number one guy.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Brandon Ayuk, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown.
When you put the ball in the end zone 13 times on the season, one thing is apparent. You didn't do it all on your own. Offensive line is creating some nice space for you, and you probably get some good blocks downfield from your wide receivers.
It's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll run with the former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilkins.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So, CD, you talk about this football team, and some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Play action now. Cousins. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He did, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mostert is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted it?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Roquan Smith gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. From the 24, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. 20. 10, 5, and oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Mostert, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gano the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. 7 yards the pick up there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. He's got Smith here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Lawrence's throw there complete to Allen. Touchdown! Philadelphia! Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Mecole Hardman. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Cousins throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
2nd down, here's Mostert again.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Cousins. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jordan Wilkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory.
I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Once more, Montgomery. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. David Montgomery with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change out there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. Now he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To throw again on second down. Lawrence. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Lawrence. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because they're...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On third down, they go Montgomery. There he goes inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Trying to regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter, and they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Cousins throw complete there to Thomas.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. And quickly they get to the line. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now, I don't think they have any choice.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Play fake. Cousins. This is caught. It's Brown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gano the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result heading out to field. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence going deep here for Allen. A contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Prime example there of how his height can be an advantage. It makes it tough on some of these smaller defensive backs.
When they try and go through that type of a receiver to get the football, oftentimes that big body, that frame will block them away. And whether the receiver has to elevate or extend, now he has a clear path to the football with the defender usually on his back.
On 2nd and inches, Lawrence. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jonnu Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Towards the end zone for Brown. And it'll be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it up. And a good turnover there as his guys will get the football back. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence, and his throw is incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Here's Hardman to return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense.
And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins. That's swung out to Mostert.
And he goes out right around the 39.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, look at Thomas wide open.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 68 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. They'll swing this out to Mostert. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Cousins. It fights him off. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Logan Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence throwing the out route incomplete. It's McKenzie. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Lawrence to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll try it now with Mostert.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw him off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Cousins got a man. It's Brown. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And Thomas has it. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They try again with Montgomery. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. David Montgomery. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
But let the natural light of today reflect that he has now gotten into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Hardman on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down by 8. 1:53 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now a throw here to his running back. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's Cousins. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Cousins.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Cousins to throw. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. Cousins, and they don't get it. It's incomplete. They got the touchdown, could not, however, get the 2-point conversion to cap it, and they're still down by a pair. The clock showing 19 seconds to go. And the Eagles are going to recover, and that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Philadelphia, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles...
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink it. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me. I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse. Disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest, the realest could vouch. They thought I was done, but all I doubt. You gotta pay my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the